news. Want to hear it? I know you do. I heard the boy who's transferring here today is a stud.
Really? Are you just messing with me?
No, I heard it from someone who saw him filling out the forms.
Which class?
11th grade, classroom F.
Oh, well that's disappointing. But I'll go check him out later. The first bell has rung. It's time for homeroom. For some reason, there's more chatter than usual amongst the students.
All right, everyone. Today we have yet another transfer student. As you all know, this is our third. That makes it a hat trick.
The class seems unamused.
Please, introduce yourself.
My name is Ryoji Mochizuki. I would be grateful if you could show me the ropes.
Hey, he's kind of cute. I was thinking the same thing. Not so loud.
You can hear the girls whispering.
Nice to meet you.
Why is he not wearing a uniform? He seems to be looking in your direction.
Ryoji lived overseas for a long time because of his parents' work. So he may not be used to all of our customs. Be sure to explain them to him.
I'd be grateful.
Now then, you need a seat. Let's see. That one's open. Second from the left in the front.
Miss Toriumi, technically that seat's taken.
You must be present to be a member of this class. So as far as I'm concerned, that seat is available. Life is nothing but a game of musical chairs. The rest of you should be careful too.
Agus is eyeing the transfer student rather intently.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You are dangerous.
Dangerous? I haven't even asked you out on a date yet.
A date?
The dried
Agus,
fruit?
What's wrong with you?
Rejected from the start. You're an interesting girl.
Your teacher understands, Agus. You haven't had very long to be the new student, and already you have to share the spotlight. I wish your classmates would pay attention to me for a change. Hey, are any of you even listening?
Quiet down, everyone. Just because we have a transfer student doesn't give you a license to misbehave. Anyone who doesn't settle down will be left out of the school trip next week. Got it? Good. Now, let's begin today's lecture. Where did we leave off last time? Oh, forget it. I'm not using the textbook.
We're a genius now, so we can just sleep through class.
Hey, Kitone! Come here, over here.
Junpei beckons you over.
You know the new transfer student, right? Has he been introduced to you yet? Anyways, this is Kitone Shiomi. Hello. She transferred here earlier this year. Oh, I see. I'm Ryoji Mochizuki. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's wrong? What are you gaping at? Huh? Oh, I just got the strangest feeling when I looked at Kitone-chan. It's like, I don't know, nostalgia? Have we met before? Wow, that's one of the oldest pickup lines in the book. That's not how I meant it. Anyway, I hope we'll get along.
Ryoji gently offers his hand. You went with the flow and shook it. You've been introduced to the friendly transfer student Ryoji Mochizuki. Okay, so, like, this social link is not automatic, but, like, the first 2 ranks are, maybe 3. Then there's one time you have to hang out with him over after school. You have to initiate it, and then after that, you have to accept all of his offers to hang out. But you don't have to worry about bringing a persona with you, and you don't have to worry about answering correctly. I get the feeling that we'll become good friends. I'm looking forward to chatting with you more. You are a threat. Agus suddenly appears from somewhere. Ryoji-san, please step away from Kitone-san. Oh, Agus-san. Would it be alright if I stood closer to you then? Absolutely not. Yikes!
What's all this about?
Ryoji-san is dangerous. I have reanalyzed him and detect nothing out of the ordinary. However, I have a bad feeling about him.
Gyokukan High, field. You sweated it out with the club members.
Alright, let's call it a day here.
Let's clean up then. Oh yeah, Ryo, did you give any thought to that group date?
You know, you can leave me out. I don't need a boyfriend.
Come on, you need a better man to love than Kenji. Seriously.
I don't think one exists.
Great, then we're all doomed. The other club members went back to the school, leaving you alone with Ryo.
Oh, Katone. This feels like it was a while back when it was just the two of us practicing together. Stuff like group dates and everything. They're all being nosy, aren't they? I never thought that I'd be asking other people about things like love.
Ryo laughs.
I thought it was right to sacrifice everything and devote myself to the club. No matter how tough things got, knowing I was getting better and showing results would relieve my suffering. But I had forgotten something very important. To have fun. I forgot the joy of tennis. Take a look at this.
Ryo holds a worn-out book in her hand.
It's a beginner's guide. When I first started playing tennis, I was so excited that I couldn't even sleep. I'd read this in bed, while I ate, even during class. I want to give this to you. I want you to have the thing that gave me so much inspiration back then. I think it'll help me remember that I'm not alone. So, please.
Obtained annotated guide.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. It's all because of you that I came to realize all these things. You've been with me every step of the way, giving me the extra push that I needed. You always kept an eye out for those around you. Thank you.
Ryo bows in a slightly embarrassed manner. You sense a strong bond with Ryo.
You know how it's one-on-one in tennis singles tournaments? That's why I thought that I didn't need anyone else. I was fine as long as I did my best by myself. But it's not something you can attempt alone. If you don't have friends with you, it's almost impossible to advance forward. One person by herself is really weak. Maybe the same thing can be said about life, too. I'm only 17 anyway.
Ryo laughs, embarrassed.
Hey, let's change and get to walk. Everyone said they'd meet us there. Come on, Katone.
You had a fun time at Wild Duck with the other club members. After an enjoyable meal, you return to the dorm.
Sup, dude?
That Ryoji's a pretty nice guy. But Ai-chan was all paranoid about him. I wonder why.
Ryoji-san is no good.
That's all she keeps saying, too.
Naganaki Shrine. Koromaru dragged you here. Rough. Koromaru ran off behind the shrine. He returned with something in his teeth. Koromaru is looking up at you with his big ol' eyes. You took what Koromaru was holding. Obtained dirty collar. Rough. Koromaru is wagging his tail. It seems he wants you to hold on to it. Rough. Koromaru is happily running around in circles. But a collar? Koromaru is shaking his head. The dog is shaking his head. Rough. Koromaru answered energetically. Rough. Koromaru is wagging his tail. He's looking straight at you with his big eyes. This must be Koromaru's resolution, but he doesn't get a persona. He doesn't get another persona. He's the only one who doesn't. But honestly, I understand. It's like, he's already perfect. He doesn't have any character, like, growth to do. The character growth in his social link is all, like, your character growth. Koromaru will follow you for sure, no matter where that might lead. That's how you feel. Best social link. It's just so funny how his persona is also a dog. He's a dog and his inner self is a dog. Rough. Koromaru is running about the shrine while wagging his tail. You decide to play with him a little here. It's getting late, so you decide to go back to the dorm together.
Morning! I heard Mitsuru-senpai is coming back today. I guess so. I'm sure she's feeling kinda down. I don't blame her, of course.
Not today. Gyakukan High School, Home Economics Room. Bebe's sewing machine is humming pleasantly. You're having a good time hanging out with Bebe.
There we go! I am finished!
It seems Bebe has finally finished the kimono.
Very nice. I have no complaints.
Bebe seems pleased.
When my uncle sees this, he will surely let me come back to Nihon. It is time for him to concede. I must hurry up and go see him. So, I have to say goodbye for a little while. Sayonara. But I'll be back. I will not give in to my uncle. Kotone-sama, please take this.
Obtained money pouch.
I made it from the leftover material. It is a sign of our friendship. Onegaishimasu, please. Wait for my return, Kotone-sama. My favorite memories from Nihon are all the times we hung out together. Thank you so...
Bebe is crying tears of joy. Bebe seems to truly appreciate all that you've done for him. You feel your relationship has grown stronger.
Kanashi, it makes me sad, but tomorrow I must go. Kotone-sama, mata ne.
After promising to meet up with Bebe sometime in the future, you decided to go back to the dorm. Maxing links left and right.
Greetings.
Mitsuru-san has just returned to the dorm. She looked really tired. She went straight to her room without saying a word. Worried? No, not exactly. How should I say this? I feel responsible for what happened.
You remember that Ken said he liked omelets and rice. He would be happy if you made some for him here instead of going out. You decided to make a dish of omelet and fried rice that Ken likes. Thanks to your time in the cooking club, it came out rather well.
Huh? Is this for me? Kotone-san. Oh, thanks for the food.
Ken begins eating vigorously.
Yup, it's delicious. It's really good.
As Ken happily tears into the food, he gets ketchup all over his face. Seeing how happy you've made him makes up for the effort.
Thank you very much, Kotone-san.
Nom. You feel that you've gotten even closer to Ken.
Whew. I'm full.
After finishing the dish, Ken finally relaxes. He suddenly falls silent, though.
Do you cook for other people like this too? Like for your boyfriend? Do you have one? Oh, well, I saw on TV that all high school girls have a boyfriend, so, I was wondering if you had one too, Kotone-san. It's that if you did have one, I don't think I'd like that. What am I saying? A kid like me shouldn't be butting into personal stuff like that. Is that so? I see. Oh, then, is there anyone you do like? Oh, so you do have one then. If it's a secret, then does that mean it's someone I know? I see.
Ken looks away uncomfortably.
Thank you for the food. Well then, I should get to bed. Good night.
If you say nobody, that gives you points, but I'm not gonna lie to him. Ken quickly cleans up the dishes and goes back to his room. Not gonna talk about the other option.
Hey, have you seen the transfer student in Class 2F? Isn't he handsome?
Oh yeah, I did. Ryoji, right? He's kind, handsome, and rich. I'm going for him for real this time.
That's not fair! I called dibs!
We don't have much to do. Let's look at our social links. Automatic, done, 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 done. At night, but that's gonna be easy, done. Partially automatic for now. Done, 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 done. Almost done, done. And we'll work on that. Empress. We have Mitsuru left, which we can't do yet, but soon, actually in 11 days. And then Judgment, which is automatic later on. And 11:11.
Hey, Kotone. I'm thinking about visiting Chidori at the hospital. So, think I should bring anything for her?
Just talk to her.
That's all? I was thinking about some kind of present. But, you know, maybe it would be enough just to talk. I mean, she's in the hospital all alone. I don't know if she'll listen to my stories, but I'm gonna try.
Junpei seems a bit relieved.
Huh? Kotone-chan?
Ryoji is waving to you.
Good morning. I think it's always fun to ride a monorail. Look, the sun's shining off the ocean beautifully. This view really lifts my spirits. Huh? Really? I'm glad to hear that. I thought that the world was being especially dazzling today. Could that be because you're standing here with me? Hey, I just realized something. If Tartarus is the school and you get to the school on a monorail and monorails don't work during the dark hour, then how do we get to Tartarus during the dark hour? I guess we just go beforehand. Yeah, I guess that's it. Ryoji laughs pleasantly. But, like, how do we get places where, like, when it's the dark hour and Fuga's searching for the shadow, how do we get to those places before the dark hour ends? Like, I know Mitsuru's motorcycle is special, but what about the, like, everyone else? Whatever. Oh, we're almost at school already. That's a shame. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Ryoji seems happy. You know, it's probably because I know I can see you there. Everything's glimmering there, just like the ocean. Ryoji laughs easily. You feel like you understand Ryoji a little better now. Oh, we're here! I hope today turns out to be fun. You hurried to school with Ryoji. We begin. Om Vajra Ratna Om. Today we'll be examining regional forms of magic. First up is India, one of the birthplaces of magic. You may not think of India as an especially magical place, but it's precisely the opposite. If you think about it, esoteric Buddhist magic came from India. It was a definite influence on Gnosticism and a foundation of modern-day theosophy. It's said that the Upanishads, part of the Vedas, are the original books of magic. Many ancient Indians were passionate in their search for magic. These Indian magicians emerged in similar circumstances as other places around the world. In India, it's traditional to lead a pious life, but eventually some people claim to have gained immense power through tapasya. At first, their claims were rejected, but they slowly gained power in numbers. Eventually, they were accepted into common practice. They are the asceticists mentioned in the Upanishads. However, a normal human wouldn't be able to mimic their skills. The tapasvins have surpassed the limitations of humanity. Do you think you could fast and pray for months at a time without eating or sleeping? You'd die before attaining any powers. So it's understandable that the Buddha rejected such extreme asceticism. Of course, the Upanishads aren't all about such wild practices. They contain very practical methods too. Yoga, for instance, was also introduced in these scriptures. Are you all listening? No out-of-body projections now. Perhaps a test is in order to see if you were listening. Get it wrong and I'll pile on some extra bad karma. Om Vajra Ratna Om. Who should I call on? How about you, Katone? I ask thee. What is the ancient Indian magical text I mentioned today? Correct. Remember to live an honest life. Moving forward, yoga is full of variations. Some asanas are for health while others are for prayer and worship. One important system is Hatha Yoga, the type of yoga people are most familiar with today. In this yoga, one cultivates a healthy body to attain purity of mind. Yeah, seriously, not here.
Greetings.
Almost forgot. Rough. Koromaru seems to be happy thanks to a full stomach of dog food. He thinks you're hungry. Koromaru is looking at you with eyes full of sympathy. Rough. Koromaru brought you some of his own dog food. Obtain gourmet dog food. Rough.
Kyoto trip is almost here! I don't care much about shrines, but I'm still excited about it.
Me too! I want to see deers, deers, and deers.
Just deers, eh? Wait, you're thinking of Nara.
Okay, so this is the only time you have to actually initiate it. All the other times you can just accept, but you always have to accept when he offers to hang out. Oh, Ryoji-kun, are you going home?
Ah, Mikako-chan.
It's her again. My arch nemesis, girl with buns.
Ooh, it's Ryoji. Hey, are you going somewhere?
Ryoji is suddenly surrounded by a swarm of girls.
Sorry, ladies, but I've already got plans for today. Maybe next time.
What? When's next time gonna be?
Tell you what, I'll make sure I see you in your dreams tonight.
Aww!
Ryoji charms his way through the throng of female students.
Please, you're all so cute. I can't choose just one of you. I'm sorry, but I've already decided on my princess for today.
Ryoji suddenly takes your hand. The glares you receive from all around are physically painful.
Why? It's because...
Ryoji suddenly falls silent.
Sorry. It's just that... I'm sorry. I feel like I shouldn't be saying things like this to you.
Ryoji looks dejected.
I want to be more sincere with you. I wonder why.
Ryoji tightens his grip on your hand. The other girls leave, throwing a few dark looks your way.
Oh, sorry. Aige-san's going to get angry again if she sees me holding your hand. But I wonder why. For some reason, Aige-san too. I feel like I know her, and it's on the tip of my brain. I just can't remember it.
Ryoji looks somewhat sad. You feel as if you're seeing a different, less cheerful side to Ryoji.
Oh, I shouldn't let myself get lost in thought while you're with me. Hey, can you show me around the city? I want to see all the places you like to go to.
You and Ryoji spend time meandering around the city.
Hello. Junpei-san doesn't seem like his usual self. So I wonder why he's going to see Chidori-san. Maybe her persona went out of control.
Well, there's nothing to do except go to bed.
Let's begin today's lecture, shall we? Aburaan Ken Basara Datuban. I'll be teaching today because maybe it's best you don't know. Anyway, it was a spur-of-the-moment assignment, so I had to devise a lesson plan quickly. And the first thing that came to mind was a seminar on practical magic. For instance, breathing techniques. Some people would say it doesn't count, but breathing and magic are actually very closely related. That's because breathing affects more than your body, it influences the mind as well. The ancient Greek word for breath was pneuma, and it was considered crucial in medical science of the day. Pneuma later came to refer to kindly spirits of humans in Gnostic Christianity. That was when breathing came to be recognized as playing a crucial role in magic. There are many applications I could name. One's breathing technique is also an important factor in yoga. There also exists a procedure called ibuki in Shinto that revolves around breathing. From these examples, breathing techniques spread around the world through the influence of magic. But back to practical matters, let me show you something called Tantien breathing. Some say that Gautama Buddha himself practiced this method. It's a type of abdominal breathing in which you focus your energy on a point called the Tantien. First, you must know where your Tantien is located. It's about 3 finger widths beneath the navel. Why would such a place on your body be considered a special spot and get a name like this? It's because the Tantien is where the most energy can be charged. Notice how if you send strength to the Tantien, you can't feel strength anywhere else in your body. Your Tantien absorbs your body's strength, stabilizing the mind and the body. Let's try doing some Tantien breathing now. If this is your first time, it may be a good idea to keep your hand on the Tantien to focus your consciousness. Once you pinpoint your Tantien, take a few breaths. Imagine that the air you pull into your body is centering on the Tantien. Then slowly and deeply breathe through your nose. Put some energy into your Tantien until you can feel it harden. Then breathe out. Repeat the process. But know one thing. If you're doing it correctly, you shouldn't be feeling any pain. Simply breathing deeply in and out shouldn't cause you pain. If that happens, there's something inhibiting your mind.
Gekkoukan High School rooftop.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Oh, hello, Takuba.
It's rare for you to miss a student council meeting.
I take it someone asked you to find me?
Well, yeah, even though I'm not a member.
Sorry about that.
They seem pretty busy with the class trip and all. I bet you have your hands full since it's both for juniors and seniors.
Huh, the class trip, huh? Even if I went, I'd only spoil the fun.
You're not thinking of skipping the trip, are you? You can't do that. You know, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Is that so?
To tell you the truth, you're not the easiest person to relate to. But I know what it's like to lose a father.
Takuba.
I decided that I should be more upfront with you from now on.
Ah, there she is. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Ryoji-kun, why are you here?
Huh? Didn't you come looking for Mitsuru-san too? It's the same for me. There was this guy who asked me to find her. He said that if I didn't, the class trip might get cancelled.
Hidetoshi-kun? He'll hit up anyone in arm's reach for favors.
But I'm the lucky one who found you, Mitsuru Kirijo. You're quite stunning, if I may say so. Would you like to go out sometime? I know this one restaurant. It's on the top floor of a 3-star hotel. The view at night is almost as breathtaking as you.
Huh?
Senpai, you better get back to the meeting.
There is no meeting!
Takuba, thank you for your concern.
It's Saturday!
For now, I will attend to my duties.
Hey, she left without answering my question.
For now, huh? I don't like the sound of that.
Yukari-san, how about you? Would you like to join me for dinner? I know this place on Shirakawa Boulevard. Ow!
Mitsuru. There's no student council meeting today. What are you talking about?
Welcome back.
I will join you at Tartarus tonight. I apologize for worrying everyone. Our only priority now is to do something about Tartarus. I will do my best. Well, the school trip is next week, so that should be fun. But unfortunately, Amada and Koromaru will have to stay here.
Alright, 11:14. I went to see Chidori yesterday. Check this out. Every time she looked at my face, she got pissed. I thought about asking the nurse if something was up, but I'm sure the staff doesn't give a shit. I'm gonna stop visiting her. Don't give up. Really? Yeah. You know, you're right. I'm famous for never knowing when to quit. I'm going to visit her whether she likes it or not. Junpei seems a bit relieved. We have to hang out with him every time he asks. Because every time he asks, it's gonna be a link up. Polonia Mall, Chagall Café. This place is interesting.
You knew what I was going to say.
Ryoji laughs happily.
You know, all these people around us, I bet they're all couples.
Now that he mentioned it, you see romantic couples everywhere in the cafe.
Being lovers means that there's nobody else in the world that you care more for, right? That'd be wonderful if it were really true. I see. Ryoji laughs amiably. You know, sometimes I think I would still like you no matter if you were a guy or a girl. That's fucking bullshit! This game doesn't let you date guys if you're in the male route. Or girls if you're in the girl route, except for Aigis, which ends romantically no matter what. And I mean, as much as I love Aigis, I have to attribute that to laziness on the developer's part rather than an actual genuine interest in like, making LGBT fans feel included. Fucking sucks. Fuck you, Atlus. Well, we did just meet fairly recently after all. Ryoji smiles gently. Actually, I'm lying. I'm positive that I've seen you somewhere before. When I'm with you, I just get this feeling that I'll find out how I know you and we'll become closer. But for some reason, that makes me want to cry. I've never cried before. Ryoji seems sad. You feel like you've come to understand Ryoji a little more. I want to spend time with you alone like this. If I'm not bothering you, would it be alright if I asked you out again? I see. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, that reminds me. That school trip's coming up soon, right? Let's find some time to go somewhere together while we're there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Ryoji laughs happily. You left Ryoji and decided to go back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
He seems ready for anything, okay?